Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 4730 Gardner Lane here in West Lynn. I describe everything as if you're standing in the street looking at the front door of the house, or staring at the front of the house in general. We are at the right side of the home, but at the rear right corner. We're just a few feet out from it. Kind of tucked under the bushes. There's the front of the front street we're facing right now on the right side here. So tucked back behind the bushes here, you've got a 4-inch ABS clean out. Checking the overall condition, serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running. That little bit of junk right there is just plant material that fell down into the clean out. It sits right underneath the bush. Anyway, we're going to zero out here at the bottom of the access point. Water's running. Off we go. My guess is we're going to be heading over to the little side street here adjacent to us. Alright, transitioning here to 4-inch 3034. That joint there, if you look up at the top, there is just the ever so slightest amount of movement that's taken place there. It's extremely minor. That's so minor it's not even going on my report. The joint shifted. It's just about a 1/16 of an inch slip there is all you've got. It's a completely sealed joint. There's no lip or anything. And right up ahead here is the main lateral connection. Alright, there it is in front of us. So we're going to go locate really quick here while the line drains out, and we'll take a second look at everything thus far. Very nice looking sewer line there. Alright, line's down to just a slight trickle at this point. We're going to start reeling back in. So as you, again, face the front of the house from the street, stand right in front of it, line exits out the right side, but at the rear right corner, then drops down through the yard, kind of heading towards the rear property line, and then it turns and shoots out to the side street. Which may still be Gardner Lane. It probably is here. It just goes out the side street rather than the street in front of the house. Anyway, you can see there, I'm going to go kind of slow here for a second. There's just a little bit of water trickling off. That's not standing water, though. It's all, even if it was, talking like a 1/16 of an inch there, but that's moving along. Alright, all the 3034 PVC there looks good. Drains very nicely. A little bit of grease and debris buildup in the flow line. I was able to bust most of that up with the camera, and the rest of it will start sloughing off. Now that I've carved a pathway through it, it's a combo of a little bit of grease, a little bit of toilet paper, which is actually ideal when you get a little bit of toilet paper stuck to it. That's a leaf that fell down from the bush there. Once the toilet paper starts getting stuck to it, all you gotta do is carve a pathway through it, come back about a week later, and most of this stuff will break loose. But it's a thin enough layer of it. It's not anything I'd recommend doing a hydrojet on anyway. Not enough there for that to make a meaningful difference. A little bit of this joint here looks like it may have just been affixed in place, slightly separated. So that's not what I would call a separated joint. I use that terminology typically when a joint is separated but also open to the ground. That one there, they just didn't butt the pipe ends all the way up against each other, but sealed up joint. If you pull back here, no weird, dirt staining coming through there or anything like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line. We have good flow all the way out to the main lateral connection. Both the ABS and PVC portions of the line here are in good condition. The only structural defects I could even nitpick are just that. They are extremely nitpicky, just pointing out some hyper-technical observations there. You got two joints that are just barely, slightly out of whack. Beautifully functioning sewer line. Great flow end to end. Line is functioning properly at this time. And there is in case buyers watching this or something like that, the basement area does have an ejector system. It's obviously not going to turn on frequently because it's only servicing the basement, but there is an ejector system down there. And that I've heard turn on and eject already once, so that is in functioning order at this point in time as well.